Hey everyone, I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Ducati review, courtesy of Ducati North America. I've got to give them a huge shout out and thank you for loaning us these two beautiful bikes to bring you guys some long-term reviews. Now today we're going to be doing a first impression, first ride on this 2020 Supersport S with the touring pack. We've got some absolutely gorgeous roads ahead of us. So let's take a look around the bike. Let's get geared up and out on the road and see how it does. All right, guys, so here she is, and there she is, my beautiful assistant. What's up, babe? So the Supersport, Bogna really actually loved this bike, and this was actually a bike that she actually considered buying. So Ducati gave it to us for a couple weeks, and we've enjoyed it a little bit. I've been mainly on the Monster, but I'm gonna give my shot at this thing. But this is equipped with the touring package. So the touring package has got the bags on the back, and it's got the higher windshield. Now the Supersport comes with an adjustable windshield where you just pull it up and down, but this is a taller windshield. Brembo brakes, Öhlins suspension. Of course, it comes with the white pearl paint with the red wheels. That's kind of the S model with the red painted tube frame up on the top. And yeah, 900cc bike. Let's get on it and look at this instrument cluster. Now I'll say the instrument cluster is a little bit out of date. I don't necessarily mind it, but being on that Monster with that display, I see how easy it would be just to take that thing and just plop it in here. So I'm assuming a revision's coming, but it's nice. It's got a fuel gauge on it. Tachometer kind of runs up at the top, gear indicator over to the right. It's got some menu stuff that you can trip through over here, so you can go to your tripometers and your range and stuff like that. And then if you push it down, it actually goes through your miles consumption, and we're at a beautiful 73 degrees today. It has, you know, going back into the menu mode, there's 3 riding modes. So we're in sport mode, touring mode, or urban mode. So if we just select it, we just push and hold and select it again. There we are, we're in sport mode. And then of course all your little warning lights up at the top. So we've got our daytime running lights, neutral, ABS light, traction control light, oil light, blinkers, high beams. And yeah, real kind of, it's kind of basic. It's pretty easy to go through and understand this menu once you figure it out pretty quickly. So let's get out on the road. So if you guys geographically where we are, so right to the left is the Pacific Ocean at the base of the Golden Gate, where the Golden Gate Bridge is. So we're going to take you, this is kind of my hometown. I grew up in these areas. And so we're going to be taking you through one of my favorite rides up in Stinson Beach, where me and Bogna are going to be having some lunch. She's like, lunch. So we're at the base of Mount Tamalpais. So just an absolutely gorgeous ride. So I rode this a little bit on one ride, and so this is kind of I wanted to give you guys a first impression of getting on this thing and what it's like, what it feels like, what, you know, the handling, just everything, just getting on this thing for the first time. So let's get out on the main road and get going. All right, guys, so here we are heading up the hill to the cliff of the Pacific. So try to pay attention to what I'm saying with the beautiful view that's about to pop out here in a few minutes. But so first impression on the bike, you know, getting on the bike, it's just at 900cc twin motor. It's, so, you know, coming with the twin, you get a little bit of the vibration. So vibration is definitely present in the bike, and it kind of comes and goes at different ranges of RPMs. So, you know, at like right now 6,000, it's not that bad, but when it dips down into 5,000, you kind of get the vibration in the tank. So and you've got it up in the upper end of the bike, so vibration is present. this particular model does have a quick shifter, and I've been, you know, this last weekend we've been on 3 different Ducatis. Obviously we've been on the Street Fighter, the Monster, and then this. And I would say it, as crazy as it is that there is a variance between them, this kind of falls in the middle. I really like how streamlined and nice this quick shifter is on the Street Fighter. The Monster, I'm not sure if there's something wrong with that one, but this one, it's good. It's good. It's consistent. Not too many in between gears. So give you a quick look at the view. Look at this Pacific Ocean. They're very beautiful today. You can actually see the blue line of blue water. If you guys have ever been out in the Pacific, you guys know what I'm talking about. There's like this line, and literally you cross over into it, and the water's just crystal clear. So the quick shifter is good. The clutch, it's a cable clutch, so it's a little, you know, a little play. I'm used to the hydraulics now, so you know, having that little bit of play in there is you know, it's a little different. But we have full Brembo brakes all the way around with Brembo Masters and calipers. The brakes are pretty good. I like the brakes. I don't mind them at all. They're not linked braking, so coming from kind of a BMW family with the linked braking, I really wish Ducati would figure out the linked braking, because it makes such a big difference just to be able to apply that rear brake with the front brake just a little bit. So that would be a little bit nice. Let's see, the handling of this thing with the Öhlins suspension is superb, and you know, this is an out-of-the-box kind of adjustment. We didn't adjust this suspension at all. I did want to try to get Dave Moss here to do a little suspension tune for us, but the time that I rode this up at Berryessa, it felt really good. So hopefully when this guy gets over for us, we'll be able to kind of get into a little bit. And so size of the bike, it's real nice. We're just about 450 pounds. You know, just 110-ish horsepower, thereabout, 110 or 114 horsepower. And the torque is good. The torque has got a nice torque curve to it, like basically all Ducatis. So I think the torque is at like 74 is on the torque, but you guys will of course correct me down in the comments down below. But I know it's somewhere around that 74, mid-70s range. Which is really nice right now, because, you know, I'm in the lower RPMs, 3,000 RPMs, and it gives me that good pull out because it's got that nice linear torque curve. And then once you get up into the 6,000-7,000 RPMs, then you start getting into the horsepower, which is really nice. So, and Ducati's done an amazing job on the torque horsepower blend, is what I call it. So taking you from that kind of torque power into the horsepower, very nice blend. It doesn't drop off very much. It's pretty good and consistent. So I enjoy the power. Throttle by wire, so it's a digital throttle, so it's very nice. And there we go. Thank you, sir. Throttle's really responsive. It's really nice, and really gives you a good quick response on the throttle. Now, one disappointment that I have on this bike, I wish that it would have come with cruise control. It would have been really nice to have cruise control. I'm not sure why it's not being integrated more into some of the Ducatis, but I'm hoping that it comes in the near future. The Street Fighter, of course, doesn't have it. The Monster doesn't have it. But almost all BMWs are now offering it. So hopefully we'll see that. You know, when we get into the throttle by wires, it really offers, usually you're able to get that cruise control option, because, well, it's all digital, so it kind of gives you a good opportunity to throw that on your platform. So hopefully it's something the Ducati is working on for the future. But there's a little bit of a disappointment on this bike. It wouldn't have been a deal breaker, but it definitely is something that would have been nice. Heated hand grips, my understanding is the Tourer Pack does have the heated hand grips, but I don't see a clear heated hand grip button. So I think maybe we just don't have it on this one. But I believe the Tourer Pack does come with the soft hard bags, so medium soft bags, which are really nice, and they're removable, and they definitely carry a lot of stuff. So we've been using them for the mules and carrying all of our camera equipment and stuff around to be able to bring you guys a little bit more out of our backyard, like here, to give you guys a little bit different view and a little bit different rides. The handling, it's again back to the handling now that we've kind of run it a little bit. It's really nice. The bars up high is something a little bit new to me. Obviously I come from that sport bike background, so having these kind of being on a sport bike first, and then having the higher bars, it's a little bit different, but I'm kind of used to it now, because obviously the Street Fighter is actually barred, so it kind of is a good blend of comfortable sport biking. One of the other dislikes that I have of the actual styling of this particular bike is the size of the width of it. So I am fully tucked in and my knees are completely outside of the fairings. So let's get by this guy, thank you. So the width of the bike isn't very wide. Of course with the Tourer Pack we've got it's wide in the back, but you know, with a few pounds in those bags, I don't feel the width, and it's the balance of this bike is very nice. It's very, very nice. So you know, hopping on this thing for a very first time, I really enjoy it. You know, it's something that I would dig on a longer road like this. If I was out riding, I would love to be on this thing. You've got your wind protection, you've got your windscreen, which is adjustable. I would say on the freeway, I would like a little different windscreen, something that kind of curves up just a teeny bit more, so something that kind of pushes the wind up and off me. But this is a good start. An adjustable windscreen is a very nice start to be able to have that. And let's see, what am I missing, guys? What am I missing? I mean, just honestly, it's a very, very nice bike. Now, where does this fall as far as, are you looking, is this bike right for you? If you're coming from a big horsepower leader bike, you know, or like an R6, it's very much like an R6-ish style. A little bit more comfortable than R6. Ricky, our old R6, I would definitely prefer to be on this than our R6. But power and torque wise, it is comparable. If you're, you know, in like a 300 or a 400 and you're looking to kind of graduate into the next level, this is going to be an amazing bike for you guys. And you know, price, it's a little bit up there. But I'll tell you that, you know, Ducati's done again a very good job keeping up with the times, and the intervals, the intervals for service on this are pretty far, kind of far out, so to speak. So it's pretty nice to have those intervals at like 18,000 miles for service. So it's got some good length to service, so you're not going to have to be servicing this thing immediately. So, but initial cost of this thing, you're definitely up there in the initial cost. So, but again, you know, Bogna riding this, she was like, you know, this is an amazing bike for someone coming from a 300 into this. This is your bike. Kind of go downwards, like if you're in like you know, 1,000 cc's, you might not enjoy this as much, just basically because of the horsepower and whatnot. But if you're looking for a good, mild-mannered, horse-powered bike that isn't a killer, this is going to be a good one for you. So let's get this thing parked up. We'll take one quick final look around it. We're at Stinson Beach and our restaurant is closed. Disappointment. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's it is something that I would add to the collection, because I think that this is a bike that me and Bogna would both ride. We did a video of that. We think that this would be the best combo, his and her bikes. And the reason why I say that is because that's just a flippin' monster. But on this end, this is a very nice, comfortable touring style bike. So I love it. It's a wonderful bike. We've got some more miles to put on this thing. We're going to actually be doing a 2-up ride on this thing as well, so stay tuned for that. We've got a couple more videos coming between these, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like buttons are more important. Leave us a comment down below. Is there something I missed? Give me a comment down below. We're very active in the comments, so we will basically pretty much respond to your comments. So if you've got any questions, give us a comment down below. But subscribe, like. Thank you guys. Thank you, Ducati, and we'll see you next video.